this is my brother Bert.
Hi, we're here to help you stay alert and stay safe.
Yeah, so follow along.
Watch out, beware, things aren't always as they seem. We'll show you what we mean. Stay alert, stay safe.
Honey, you've got it made. The last thing you need is a bundle of love from above. With its feedings and tongue baths. Not a fun way to spend 9 lives, huh? So why not get yourself, fixed? It's easy, and it's just a phone call away. So call your vet today.
Frank's Auto Body. Hello?
Better yet, have your owner call.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
通報があったのはこの家だな。強盗か自殺か。一体何が起こったんだ？お？あたー！ガス自殺？まさか、どれどれ？お、13へ、天然ガス。天然ガスでは自殺できない。とすると、飲みすぎかな？あ、でもガスは安全にね。
Computers are coming your way.
Computers? For paying bills?
Mothers too.
Bah humbug.
Wow. Let me try it. What you doing, Tabby?
My homework. A report called Dance to the Beat and Land on 4 Feet.
Which side is up?
Oh, I'm still working on it, Hacker. Besides, I'm going to be a star, not a writer.
Even stars need to write. Use the computer.
The computer?
Sure. This is the word processing program that I use for my science report.
Whoops.
No problem. Change the XYZ to an ABC. With a cursor space, make a word erase.
Let me try it.
See your work improve? Make a sentence move. Cut it down to size you can edit or revise.
Word processing really helps.
Let the printer run when your work's all done, and it turns out neat.
What a treat! My work's complete.
See you soon.
Back to the show.
Hello. I'm finally here. Sorry for the wait. How's everyone doing today on this wonderful Sunday afternoon? Oh, thank you, Fitzpatrick's, for preloading with a donation. Good evening. Congrats on 10,000 subs. Well, good evening to you too. Thank you. I never thought it would happen to me. Subs. Well, good evening to you too. So, oh, I'm so sorry, Fitzpatrick's. That's terrible. I was about to say it's been a rough summer for me too, but hearing that, I'm glad that didn't happen, because that's really hard. I'm sorry to hear that. Thank you, everyone. I see all those wishes. Thank you. I turned off slow mode for today, so go crazy. Absolute goddess. Oh. No, I'm just a princess. Being a goddess is too much power. Happy late birthday, Fitzpatrick's. I always send people wishes for cake. So I hope you had some good cake. Oh, hi, Sam M. Yes, I saw that you had just joined the Patreon. I'm gonna double check your name on there before I do my next videos. But feel free to DM me on there if you have like a specific name that you would like me to shout out. Just so long as it's not like your uncle's car dealership or something. Oh yeah, SparkPad, I love my VR chat avatar. Has everyone seen it? Hold on a second. There she is. There, now you can just hear the music. Yeah, yeah, I'm really sad because the second after I got her, my controller broke, so I haven't been her, in like over a week. And I was waiting for 3 months, so my heart is kind of broken. But, I don't know, just one day at a time. I'm glad the idea of doing this stream came to me. I mean, I was gonna do it anyways, but I'm glad it came to me now, because otherwise I would have had nothing to look forward to. Thank you, I'm glad you like her. Cinder the Deer, thank you so much. Congrats, here's to another 10K. Oh gosh. Yeah, that would be nice. I don't know if there's some kind of like algorithmic thing that starts kicking in once you hit a certain amount, but that would be nice. So I have not opened the floor for questions yet, so please wait just a minute. What was I gonna say? Oh no! I don't remember. Oh, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I've been thinking a lot lately because I keep seeing like, oh, did you hear that like such and such big streamer like came out as furry, and it turns out that his 600,000 fans are totally okay with it. Yay! I always wonder about why such things happen and are okay and accepted, but like if a queer woman starts a YouTube show, I don't know, there's always this like the pace has been absolutely glacial. And you know, I'm not doing it for, you know, money or numbers or whatever. I want to do it so that people can encounter stuff they might have forgotten from their childhood, so that they can connect to other people through a mutual love of animation. But I do put a lot of work into this. More, I think, sometimes than I would like to admit. Because I'm one of those people who likes to pretend that I don't have any weaknesses. Hi, Zeus. Oh, cool. Colombia. I'm trying to remember if I know any Colombian expressions other than dar papaya. But I think everyone knows that one. I I keep seeing questions in the chat. Hi, thank you, Kadragon Wolf. That's really sweet. I like your icon. What do we got going on here? Very cool. Hi, Kania. Hi, Crown. Yeah, so I hit 10,000 subscribers, and I think I'm gonna open the floor for questions in just a minute, because this is gonna be a Q&A plus some anime and cartoons at the end, so about an hour of that. And I just one of the things I really like about this show is that it gave me a place to be passionate about something. I kind of come from a time where passion of any kind, particularly on the internet, was seen as, you know, bad, cringe. And I was one of those people who was watching the Golden Films in like 2011 before anyone else had ever heard of them, because I was going to thrift stores and finding VHS tapes and digitizing them. Imagine my surprise years later when, you know, huge channels are raking in the numbers because of this stuff. But something that I noticed was that most of the discussion about these old things were just, you know, I hate to say it, but cisgender, heterosexual, white dudes, essentially the patriarchy, having these huge platforms where they're just laughing and talking about how ridiculous something is and pretending to gasp that it's a cartoon for children when it's clearly not. And so much negativity aimed at these things where most of them, the only reason that you consider them bad is because the animation isn't from the United States. Maybe it's a style that you haven't seen. Maybe the budget is significantly lower than the movies that you're used to being lauded as good, even if those movies are usually even if those movies can have a lot of problematic elements in their production and the messages that they send. So I really am thankful for the fact that I can express positivity for shows and movies and things that maybe don't get that much love, that are sometimes even looked at as bad or stupid examples of what they are, because I swear, every time I watch a movie that's like one of those universally seen as a bad movie, like Xanadu or Barbarella or something like that, I can see what they were trying to do and their earnestness and those. And usually I come out thinking like, is it actually bad, or are the critics just kind of disingenuously comparing it to, you know, billion-dollar franchises and the things that they're used to? So yeah, this is a place of positivity, unless we're talking about obvious political, societal, and commercial facts. It's hard to ignore facts. So thank you, Rotten Dingo. Thank you, Terabelle. Happy 10K. Thank you. All right. So, what do you guys think about that? What do you think? While you think about what you're going to say, I am actually going to do something that I forgot I was going to do. So let me pull that out. Let's see. Okay, wait, let me catch up with your comments. Oh, Zafkia Lane, thanks for your service. I hope you do get to work on a lot of art. That's really cool. Yeah, Tsuki Condor, that's a really interesting comment. Negative bias in YouTube metagame. There's negative bias in basically every metagame because negativity breeds emotional anger clicks, disbelief clicks, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's definitely a factor here. I've theorized a lot actually on the fact that, I was saying earlier that, everyone supports these huge platforms and they come out as furry, and yet my channel has furry in the name, and I feel like that is putting a lot of people off. That is making a lot of people look at it and say, well, I would engage with it if it was just somebody talking about cool animation, but it's a furry doing it. I don't like that. I'm not going to click that. I think that mindset is more prevalent than people might think. My audience is men ages 25 to 34. YouTube analytics don't lie. That's the majority of my audience, and or like 24 to 29, something like that. And those men are the ones who are really getting, the culture of patriarchy pushed on them to not be passionate about things, to not be emotional, to not be seen as doing anything that's cringe. And I want to send my heart out to those men and tell them that without deviation from the norm, there can be no change, no growth. A good friend of mine has their email signature, so it's a quote from someone philosopher or another. But yeah, I totally support you guys taking risks and figuring things out and finding yourselves, because life's too short to not do those things. I'm not reading, I'm just talking. I need to read your comments. Oh my gosh. Hazel Dispark, thank you so much.
Hello and welcome to Cards and Cardboard. This is our
Yeah. I'm clicking on profiles here, people. Okay, wait, where was I? Oh yeah. So, something that I really want to do. Wait, where's my backing music? Ugh. Wait, hold on. Wait, I can find it. I can find it. Okay, now we got the standby music back. Okay. Finally. Oh, is that the Hazel that I know? Oh, it's so nice to have a night in this princess-led stream, because if there's any trouble, I can count on you to start shouldering people out of the building. Oh, Zachary, thank you. Zachary says, I like your product. Have a little walking around money. That is walking around money. I could get a dozen donuts for that money. Rock on, Philly fan. Happy to be here for you. I actually have a lot of... I'm realizing I have a lot of like unpacked things from that period of my life when I was into, you know, doing more... when I had a different persona, let's say. And yeah, I'm just starting to kind of realize that that's a thing that I can, that can apply to me. So before I am seeing so many good questions, but I'm not going to open it for questions yet because I want to do something before we get too distracted. Oh, Matt St. Marie, thank you. Matt St. Marie for film preservation. Yeah, I do keep archives. I do try to upload things where I can, but most of what I get is already available online. It's on archive or YouTube. On the rare occasion that I get a film, I try to digitize it. I need to get better about doing my uploads. Rotten Dingo sends donut money. More donut money. I just had donuts the other day. So what I wanted to do was peek at the zine. For those of you who don't know, the zine has been available for a while, and let me see if I can get you a link real quick. There we go. So the zine, it was a lot of work. It was one of the most fun I've ever had doing anything, but it was like dozens of hours of work. I mean, I know the artists also worked hard on their pieces too, but I didn't really expect that I would be working so hard to get it like looking nice, to do all the support for the creation, like production advice, advising on sketches and characters and layouts and things like that. And I was telling someone earlier, Aaron is in the chat. I was telling Aaron earlier that I think one of the reasons why I was able to do it is because I've commissioned a lot of art in the past. So maybe that gave me like the experience kind of talking about a piece with someone. But let's go down here. Amazing work, amazing cover illustrations by my partner Gentle Monster, who is currently at work at the record store. Yeah, so here's the table of contents. And all the contributors. And what I want to do is, I've been wanting to do this for a while, is do a stream and read the introduction to the people in the stream. So yeah, like because it took so much work, I noticed that like zines are not things that get a lot of comments. They don't get a lot of discussion. People just kind of buy them, look at it. Maybe they'll send you a DM and say, oh, this was cool. So what I did before it launched was I made a server where all the contributors could have their work shared and discussed among each other. So everybody had a thread. I made all the threads for each piece. And it was really nice to see the artists and creators coming in, leaving comments on each other's work, having little conversations, making connections. Because I knew that when the zine launched, they probably wouldn't get a lot of feedback for the stuff that they worked so hard on. And I wanted to make sure that that wasn't the case here. And now I want to read the introduction to you without further ado. So this is the introduction to the zine. I encourage you to go and check it out. It's full of lots of amazing art. Art I would really like to show you and talk about. Some of it's really hot. Okay, let's dive into this. Introduction on past and future. If you think Furry Found Footage began with the posting of my Sweet Sea episode, you're in for a ride. I started this project in the winter of 2010 after I moved both for college and to be closer to friends from furry conventions. My best friend Bittercrella and I took to haunting mom-and-pop thrift stores inundated with water stains and sleepy cashiers in our search for decorative trinkets and mugs with dated slogans. There we chanced upon walls, bins, and disintegrating cardboard boxes of that most sacred of bygone polypropylene products, VHS tapes. The covers were too tantalizing, ranging from Dayglow pink Loch Ness Monster cartoons we missed as children, happiness, to more musicals full of the devil's catchy pop music beats per Malibulge, a field so white. On a lark, we bought a few at 50 cents each, took them home, and had some laughs over drinks and a voyeur fantasy worth of cleavage and the adventures of Corduroy Bear. I'm sure some of you guys know who I'm talking about. Because YouTube and archive.org had yet to become the VHS rip paradises they are today, we knew we had to start digitizing our finds before casting them back into the thrift store ecosystem like prize-winning trout in a river. This led to a stack of cheap DVD-Rs packed with VHS transfers, the zygote that would later develop a tail on its way to becoming Furry Found Footage. In those days, if anyone was talking about these lost and forgotten treasures, few if any were, they ranked them on a scale between slack-jawed bewilderment and gun-waving hyperbole. I too had a chuckle at Golden Film's ersatz versions of contemporary animated box office hits, but even then I knew there was something else there, something richer in the way the usurping gay-coded hyena in The Jungle King could ignite a small but dedicated following in the furry fandom if only the right people saw him waltz. I began editing together clips from our many unknown finds, splicing scenes from the Yum Yums animated special about sweet-scented animals, my favorite stuffed toy decades earlier. Actually, I have two on my bed right now, and they're the two that I had as a little kid. The poodle and the cat, for those of you in the know. With the live-action creation adventure series Puerile Hunt for Proof of God in Fabricated Evidence of Man and Dinosaur Cohabitation. When the time finally came to show off the first edition of the Furry Found Footage clip show, it was to a packed panel room at Further Confusion 2014. I brought my laptop and hooked it into the provided projector while wincing at how few seats the room contained. Seating turned out to be the least of my concerns. I distinctly remember a glib stranger telling me about a roving crew of drunken ne'er-do-wells who intended to come to the panel and that I should be afraid of them, quote, tearing the place up. I was no stranger to threats, sexual harassment, or stalking at furry conventions. Women experience these things wherever they go. It might have been the same year that a man desperately flirted with me in a full elevator and no one said a thing. That I should be so intimidated during the premiere of my show gave the whole affair a frisson of anticipation. It was standing room only by the time they came. I believe they were wearing labels. Despite the warnings, some of them sat on the floor as peacefully as if it were the 90s and this was a grandparent's tape-stocked basement. Suffice it to say, my hard cuts juxtaposing the Knock Knock Show's vertiginous ballerina with the wild puffalumps flashing sunglasses won them over. And nothing was destroyed that day. I knew I had something special. Footage of the panel survives on some SD card or another. Maybe one day, Furry Found Footage will be Furry Found Footage. Yeah, go ahead and you guys can comment as I'm reading. It's going to take another minute. Let me get a drink here. By the time of that premiere, I had been a furry for more than 10 years. That was 2014. Now it's more than 20. I started too young, like so many did, discovering images of animal people, round animal people, through a cursory search engine query. From there I made my way to web rings and mailing lists, many of which, if they are preserved at all, are often missing vast portions. That's the rub. We live in a capitalistic society of which a constant, heedless acceleration forward is a prevalent symptom. Consider the 75% of missing silent films, either recycled for their silver nitrate or burned to ash because of it. Consider the many pieces of lost media now cataloged on corresponding wikis from only a few years ago. Television shows I watched as a child have been relegated to the dustbin of history because it's cheaper for their corporate copyright holders to discard them. Rest and reflection are enemies of the profit motive, and perhaps that's why furries too have not thought much about their history until recently, now that we are losing some of the establishing members of our fandom. During the early years of furry found footage, people like Cy Sable were in the audience, standing up to comment richly on old conventions as the lights went up. Now they're gone, like so many of our foundational websites, formative pieces of media, and irreplaceable friends. One day I will be gone too. I hope you aren't reading this high. Although much of what I do in this community has evolved, the impetus has always been identical to when I transferred Christian Furry Transformation series Secret Adventures to digital all those many years ago. The desire to share and celebrate animation and practical effects, to find forgotten characters, and maybe even get the rest of the world to wake up and smell Brave Star's Equestroid Stud 3030. I am both tempted and terrified by the light of recognition, but I'm happy to say my YouTube video essays, that's you guys, have been well received. More than one person has sent me a direct message thanking me for posting this commercial or that clip because it awakened something powerful in them, or reminded them that it had decades earlier. Perhaps having the long vilified word furry in the title of my channel and brand hurts my metrics in this age of fervent self-denial, but truth does best out of her well, where she can get a little sun. Hopefully this zine helps you discover something that you love, maybe even something that inspires you. Many of the cultural products and characters examined herein are like the ancient DNA ancestors of archetypes, animation designs, and storylines we have today, passed down through VHS recordings, DVD collections, and fan art alike. In these pages you will find a broad swath of contributors appreciating the unappreciated. Each person chose their subject, and I encourage them to inject their passion for these underrepresented characters into their respective pieces. It has been an incredible journey from conception to completion, discussing works in progress, sharing layout ideas, and editing the written pieces. I've done many things in the fandom, but highlighting genuine passion for overlooked furry media has been my favorite undertaking. So much of our fandom's energy is often directed toward only the hottest intellectual properties du jour, but we are larger and more complicated than any one slice of imagination or any parasitic, gambling, gotcha game wolf with bedroom eyes. Fill in the blank. These things come and go, but furry has remained constant since the days of the Lowenmensch, some 40,000 years ago, and it will continue long after all of us have drawn fan art of this mortal coil. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for buying the zine. Spend some time enjoying characters whose faceless parent companies want you to forget they exist, either because they've lost the rights or simply because they've made a sharper razor to sell you. Now comes the part where I implore you to seek out our history. All cultures have done this. Why not ours? Get ye to Fang, Feather, and Fin, a blog featuring important articles about some of the first fursuits, the oldest furry comics, and the origins of furry practices we now take for granted. Visit Dogpatch Press, purveyor of up-to-the-minute furry news, and check out Culturally Effed, aka Furry Film Boro, exploring everything furry under the sun. History will not wait for you. It will not always be there unless someone is writing it down, and maybe that someone can be you. If community is resistance, let history be its foundation, because when we know where we've been, the dream of where we're going becomes a little easier to imagine. Aurelina, May 2025. Girl, you're gonna carry that weight. Oh gosh. Everyone was so quiet. I thought you guys were ignoring me, but it turns out you were listening. It was like story time. Thank you, Lichen Metal. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I didn't actually get any comments on the introduction. I felt like nobody read it, so I just wanted to read it here so that people could get exposure to it, could get an audio book version of it, whatever. Thank you, Retro Pixel Lizard. Gosh. I'm blushing. So, now that that's out of the way, why don't I open the floor for a few Q&A? I did Q&As at 1,000, 5,000, and I think it's been quite a while since my last Q&A. So I open the floor to your questions. I will try to answer a few of them, and then after that we will watch some anime and some old cartoons together. Yay! Yeah, now's the time to ask your questions. Do you like Dragon Ball? Yes, I do. I don't really like I only really like the original series where he's a little kid running around and like running into bunny people and stuff. Although there is a really good episode of Dragon Ball Z where like this snake lady, and I think she's in the afterlife, like tries to eat Goku, and I'm just sitting there like, what happened to that stuff? Where's that? Where are those storylines? Future content. Oh my gosh, so many questions. Zootopia 2, I'm really not very excited. It's really hard to like media that's about cops in this day and age because of what we're seeing happen with policing. And really what's been happening with policing. So I will probably end up seeing it, but I don't know if I'll support it in theaters. I'm really on the fence about that one. But you know, maybe it'll surprise me, who knows? Maybe they'll finally actually try and say something. Instead of just, you know, kind of standing on the door, standing on the edge of the precipice that says, like, gay rights, and then just sticking a leg over it and calling it a leap, which is what they always do. Would I rather listen to Rammstein or Avril Lavigne? The only songs from them that I know are Du Hast and Skater Boy, and between the two, probably Du Hast, I guess. Yeah. Plans for future content, Andy Norton. Oh yeah, that last one was Dr. Girlfriend. I have a plan. I have a lot of plans. I have a lot of little folders with names on them of movies that I want to do. I really want to get into Cowboys of Moo Mesa because that was a childhood series for me, and I used to play the game at this arcade that I would go to. So I have history with that series. And I also have a history of commissioning kink art of that series. So it's, you know, it's one of those ones that if I've commissioned kink art of it, I probably want to actually talk about it. Retro Pixel Lizard, I definitely want to stream more furry games. There's some thoughts in the works. My favorite werewolf movie is The Company of Wolves. That's also my favorite, based on my favorite book, The Bloody Chamber by Angela Carter. My favorite writer, I mentioned her twice in videos, and I will mention her again right here because she is everything. VR chat party event. I definitely want to do, SparkPad asks, any plans for a VR chat party event? I really would like to do something like that, like a screening or something, because I do panels at real cons, so why not try to do a panel at Ferality next year? So I'm thinking about it. I'll just have to learn like how it works a little bit more. Around the World with Willy Fogg. Zafkiel Lane asks, do you ever plan to get into the cartoon Around the World with Willy Fogg? It seems right up your alley. Lots of Victorian furries. Zafkiel, I wanna give you a word of caution that is a teaching moment for everyone. A lot of people, when they send me like their suggestions, the way that they word it, maybe they don't intend this, but the way that they word it makes it sound like they're assuming that I don't know about something or that I have this huge blind spot. But I guarantee you 99% of what people bring me is stuff that I have not only heard of, but have in my archive and have watched, sometimes from an early age. So I have seen Willy Fogg, but you know, it's one of those things where I can only get to what I get to in the order that I get to it. And there's a lot of things out there. So I would like to talk more about it, especially because there's so much good stuff in it. But I will say, in one of my old con compilations, I used some clips of the villain fox. I forget his name. He does a lot of cross-dressing in that show because he's like a master of disguise. So I put some of that in my clip show, and I want to make those available in the future once I can figure out a place to sell them that is not evil, which shouldn't really be a big ask, but apparently it is these days. So if you guys know of a place, let me know, or I can host and sell those things without getting into trouble, without, you know, helping line some Nazis' pockets. Catching up here on questions. Crown says, Dino Saucers retrospective. Oh, I want it so bad. One of the things that I've shown at cons for 10 years is my Dino Saucers clip show. I would love to talk more about it, or at least make another clip show. That reminds me, I'm working on my next at-con show. It's going to premiere at another FurryCon 2025, and you guys are hearing it here first. I'm confirmed to be presenting the panel at that convention. It's going to take place on Friday, I think at like either 8 or 9 p.m. or something. So we're gonna have a good, you know, after dark atmosphere. And I'll try to sneak some boobies into it or something. I don't know. Link says, would I consider reviewing early furry found zines or comic series like Albedo or Omaha the Cat Dancer? Yeah, it's hard because I would like to, but for a YouTube video, I feel like it would get tiresome to have me just talking over images of the comics for like half an hour. I would feel like I was getting annoying. Then again, you guys are all listening to me a bunch right now, so maybe that's not a problem, but I would consider it, but given that I haven't really done it before, it's hard to say. Omaha, I think, would be a lot bigger video because I would have to talk about the comic, which I only have 1 volume of, and the people who would cosplay her, suit as her, fan art as her. That would be interesting. I'm just not sure I know enough about it at this point. Do you think I'm making, I can't pronounce this name, it's in Cyrillic, but Arab? I'm gonna say Arab? Please do think on making a vid of Captain Claw platformer, please. This adventure of daring feline swashbuckler was shamefully forgotten. I have emulated that game. Let me pull it up here. Hold on a sec. Wait. I'm gonna put my desktop on the screen. Or my thing. Yeah, so this is Claw. This is the game that he's talking about, that they're talking about. It's kind of like Prince of Persia-y. It's got some cool design. I didn't find it all that engaging when I played it, but I have a shorter and shorter attention span these days, for classic platformers in particular. So I encourage you guys to go out and play it because it's interesting, like at the very least. So yeah, check that box out. Look at that. Yeah, there's some animated sequences. Oh my. Okay, other questions? Swaggin' says, what is your opinion on the Batman Arkham series? I'm not really a big superhero person. Or a Batman person. Sorry. The coolest superheroes I know are all Iris J's characters, Distressed Eggs characters. Have I seen the Foxy commercials from Italy? Asks Hypercat. I believe so, but it's hard to know what you're talking about without looking at it. My favorite media involving puppetry. It's hard to pick a favorite, but I will say Nutcracker Fantasy is a huge one. Let me pull that up. Yeah, right here, Nutcracker Fantasy. So this is a Sanrio production. It was done by Magari Office, which is a stop-motion studio founded by Fumiko Magari, a woman, way back in the 70s. So, and she's still working now, by the way. Absolutely amazing studio. Here's their website. You can find links to other things here. if it'll load. Yeah, there we go. That's her. Yeah, so there's Nutcracker Fantasy. So obviously this is like a Christmas movie, but it's like one of my favorite movies of all time, even though it's a Christmas movie. And these IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes scores are aggregated by fools who don't understand art when it's right in front of them, who are blind to true beauty. As they say, Nico Nico Bump. Let me scroll down here. Like and Metal recommends Blazing Dragons. Yes, I posted some Blazing Dragons clips. I love it. I have the game, I have the show in my archive. It's excellent. Matt Keeley asks, where do you find info about production companies who do old ads? That is a great question because it often seems like magic, but really all I'm doing is going to trade and industry websites like there's stuff like AdSpot, ina.fr. There's a bunch of sites where basically they put up ads so that production companies can show their work. I also look at portfolios. Occasionally animation companies will have their own YouTube channel and they'll upload a piece and say who worked on it. Sometimes the guy who worked on it or directed it will upload it and say, hey, I directed this, and he'll share a memory about it. So all kinds of sources, lots of different sources. But I will also say that a lot of times with the old ads, I know very little. There are a lot of them that like unless I find it, usually unless it's one, a really huge brand, or two, I found it on one of those places where they list who made it. It's really hard to find out who made it. So that's a caveat there. Suki Condor, yes I am. Suki asks, are you familiar with the European Disney comics? I am, because I bought one to have it come over and scan because it had Clarabelle inflation in it. Clarabelle Cow. And I posted that, and that's my contribution. Oh, Eureka's Castle. I was just watching that the other day. That was something that I used to watch when I was like 5 years old, 6 years old. Malcolm Sims asks, hey Aurelina, got a question. Is there any place where fans can send requests or media for possible future episodes of Furry Found footage? Best wishes for both you and Gentle Monster. That's really sweet. But I will say, I kind of bristle at people who want to make requests like that, because like a lot goes into a video. I spend something like 12 to 16 hours on any given video, probably even more than that. And I have so much on my list, and I'm only one person, so there's this double-edged sword of like people assume that I don't know about something just because I haven't done a video on it, or they'll assume that like I don't care about something because of that. But really, I'm just going by like what I'm in the mood for at the time, what piques my interest at the time. So people are always welcome to tell me the media that they like, but couching it in this idea that like I'm making a request of you, make this video for me, is not something that I want to encourage, because it's hard enough as it is. So, but totally tell me what gets you excited. I definitely enjoy that. Bell Hill Mare, if you like Tony, you're gonna see him in a minute, so good for you. I have, yes, Iffy350, I have watched SWAT Cats. Ulysses Duckler asks, would you ever consider being a guest on a furry or TF podcast? I would consider it. Yeah. Depends on the podcast, of course, but. Jace Blue says, did I ever watch Thomas the Tank Engine in your youth? And if so, who was your favorite engine? Mine was Edward. I did not, but a friend of mine is big into the Thomas the Tank Engine 4 fandom, which that's a thing that exists. And she's shown me some of the show, and my favorite engine has got to be Gordon because he's the biggest asshole. So there you have it. Definitely a coloratura. Last minute questions. We're gonna jump into the cartoons and commercials pretty soon. Who is the biggest, baddest wolf in your eyes? Says Sparkpad. The biggest, baddest wolf is the character that I designed to be Aurelina's canonical father. Luna Satine asks, Black Sad, Reddit? Yes, I have all the Black Sads. They're very good. But it is kind of weird that they're like all about pregnant ladies being in trouble. It's very you know, and then like the women aren't allowed to be as animalistic in that series as the men. It feels like kind of this unintentional sexism, misogyny coming in. Oh, Cat City, yes! I really want to do a video on Cat City, but I have not watched the sequel yet. I feel like I'm kind of saving it like a really fine wine or like a really expensive brandy. I'm saving it for like a day where I need it. Crown says, are you afraid of the big bad wolf? Crown. I am the big bad wolf. Granville, see, this is a thing. Ryan McAmis says give Granville a try. That's another comment where it's like you're assuming that I don't have all of the Granville books on my shelf and have been reading it since they were first coming out 10 years ago. I have no idea how that sounded when I got close to the mic, so hopefully it didn't blow your ears out. No, Dark Piggy, I have not seen Pig City, so I'm gonna check that out. It's funny how many shows there are that are like, oh, what if the world but pigs? What if the world but cats? What if the world but dogs? It's very interesting to me that horses are probably the most abused and overworked domesticated animal, yet we see so little paid to their perspective and paid to them as you know, beings, the way that we do for, you know, cats and dogs, other farm animals, things like that. And I think that's really weird. I think it's bad because horses built our world and we just kind of treat them like garbage still. And when they are in media, they're usually just depicted as a conveyance, maybe an inconvenience. I do not consider My Little Ponies horses. And also Uma Musume, I do not consider those horses either. And really, that's just glorifying a sport in which dozens of horses die every year. And once again, we're taking the animal out of the equation. We're taking horses and we're getting rid of them so we don't have to look at them and we can look at anime girls instead. And I think that's weak. I think if you're going to make a series about cute girl horses, they need to be cute girl horses, not cute anime girls wearing horse ear headbands. And that's my mic drop for this stream. Yay, welcome! Yeah. Let's see, is there anything else I should talk about before I start just the cartoons? Oh yeah, Ultra Loco the Dragon says, ever seen or played the Pirate's Fate on stream? Not only have I played the Pirate's Fate on Steam, but I have roleplayed with the creator as of like 2006, so maybe a little later than that, but 2008 or so, 2009. The crazy thing about furry is that like everyone from the old days, if they don't actually know each other, like roleplay or art trades or whatever, they at least know of each other. Ectos123 says, what are your fave furry webcomics? I'm really not that well versed in furry webcomics. I would like to once again highlight my friend Iris J. Distressed Eggs' work. She's doing this comic called The Scandalous Sybil Throat. She's on issue 4. And it is like, it's so well written and well paced and well paneled that it makes actual like official comic store comics look like garbage. I'm sorry. It is so good. And I encourage you to go check out her Patreon because that's where she posts the new issues, the new pages. Sparkpad, that clip of me dancing, that is on my Blue Sky account. I retweeted that there. No, I'm not really familiar with Kevin and Kel. Hold on. Oh, Lobone the Worgen, yeah, I love Jim Henson's The Storyteller. Crown, my favorite cocktail. Probably, I don't know, a lemon drop, something like that. Aaron the Wolf asks, what were some of your favorite childhood movies? Have you found any movies that you wish you had back when you were a kid that you found later because of FFF? Oh my god, like every movie that I see nowadays, I like hate that I live in a world where I didn't grow up watching that. It causes me so much pain. Just for example, like Sweet Sea that I mentioned earlier that I did an episode on. I don't know, things like Happily Ever After, FR07, things like that, things that just kind of weren't on my radar. Like, yeah, there's just so many. My favorite childhood movies though, gosh, it's kind of hard. I remember liking Hercules and Mulan a lot. See, my main regret with my childhood experience of movies is that for some reason, like every other kid has these experiences of going to video stores and like finding weird cartoons. I like never, I don't think I ever went to a video store and like got a cartoon movie to watch. That I never, I mean, I wasn't the one making the decisions. So like if such movies were acquired, they were by, you know, someone else made the decision, so it would be like something that was mainstream to begin with. So yeah, good question. Fitzpatrick says, what are your favorite Hanna-Barbera shows and movies? Hold on. So I'm gonna blow all your minds here real quick. So Wildfire is a 1986 animated production. The episodes that you can find on Archive are really bad quality, but it's incredible. It's about a little girl who, I think she's an orphan, and she has this talking horse named Wildfire. And, gosh, who is Wildfire voiced by? I don't remember, but he talks, and it's awesome, and it's a fantasy cartoon. And if you're looking at that evil queen in the picture, well, I'd just like to tell you that she is voiced by Jessica Walters, aka Lucille Bluth in Arrested Development, and she does an incredible job. There is a lot of yeah, Renee Auberjonois is here. Like Susan Blue is there. She was the judge in Brave Star. There's just like so much talent hiding in this show. So I encourage you guys to go and check out Wildfire on Archive. Yes, John Vernon, yes. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, John Vernon is also isn't he the sheriff in Killer Clowns from Outer Space? Yeah, he is. He's the guy who gets pied to death. Oh yeah, I forgot the most important thing about Wildfire. Remember, it's not a film, it's a series. But the most important thing about it is that Peter Beagle, author of The Last Unicorn and many other novels, was a creative consultant on it. So if that tells you anything. Bye, Cinder. Malcolm Sims said if you had to pick one of the episodes of found footage to live in that world, which would it be? That's a great question. Hold on. Let me look over my episodes. Yeah. I'm gonna say Grimm's Fairy Tale Classics because that's like my comfort series. Like, I will watch that over and over and over again. It's one of my that's my favorite series from when I was a kid that I saw and was scarred by. But I'm really fond of it. So many questions. So let's see. Let me scroll up here. Oh, Three Tails! Good luck working on your novel. Oh, Matt Keeley, wait. Tell me more about that. You showed my video on Grendel to your local cinema programmer to sell him on it. He was definitely interested. Really? Fitzpatrick says, who is your favorite African-American artist or writer? Oh, that's a good question. Crown says best VA vocal artist performance you've ever heard. There's a lot of overlap there. Oh, did I disconnect? No? Okay. What was I talking about? Yeah, my favorite African-American artist or writer. Two voice actors who made my childhood. And actors too, like screen actors. Keith David and Michael Dorn. Incredible actors, incredible voices. And I would also like to add to that James Earl Jones, specifically because of when he tells the unbirthing story in Campfire Tales, a 1990s horror movie, low-budget horror movie. But also his incredible bangs in Conan. Other than those, I encourage you guys to check out the Chevalier de Saint-Georges, Joseph Boulogne. He's been given the I don't know. I think he should have his own title, but he's been given the title Black Mozart by historians, by some historians. And I think his story is really interesting. There's a couple movies about him. I think Chevalier is the newer one. Very, very cool. Oh my gosh, Ryan McAdams, Cree Summers. She's so good. I grew up with her voice, and then when I was like 14, 15, I would see a lot of reruns of A Different World. And of course my favorite character in that was Whitley, but Cree Summers' character, I don't remember her name, was really, really cute. Tsuki Condor, what is some advice you can give to someone in the closet? My advice is to, if the closet is comfortable, then what's the harm? But also, if you want to express who you are and receive, like treatment, you know, like affirmation. Likewise, if you wanna put that out and get back validation, I guess, then you know you kind of have to come out of the closet. So it's a double-edged sword. But if you're struggling with something, I totally encourage you to do whatever makes you feel safe and happy. All right, why don't we go ahead and get started with the cartoons. Ultra Loco Dragon just mentioned. Yeah, just mentioned Flight of Dragons, which I have on VHS behind me on the shelf. Oh, that movie's so much. Okay. Yay, here's me and my little TV. Now we're gonna watch something, yeah. Hopefully that lines up, and hopefully the audio is okay. Let me know if the volume's really weird. Here we go.
On the Kalahari. Life here is difficult. The desert can be hard and unforgiving. Danger.
Anyone ever seen this? I posted a clip of it a while ago.
But we meerkats were born here. And for every danger, there is also something about the desert to love and live for. Good morning, Tango.
Good morning, Blues.
And how is the bravest scorpion hunter?
Thank you for your patience for me to be showing this stuff. I just enjoy talking to you guys.
Today, this brave hunter is a little bit scared.
Nonsense, lad.
Malcolm Sins asks what fur cons I attend. I usually attend Further Confusion if my partner gets a table. Otherwise, it's kind of a big ask. Another furry con, Amazing Con, had its first year last year, and I'm going this year. And Las Vegas Fur Con. There's a lot that I would like to go to, but I can't really afford to go to.
You usually are.
Oh, Matt Keeley, that's crazy. Wow. I'm sorry you got teased because I'm a sexy wolf princess. I love this stupid song. So this is Atkinson Film Arts. Really dead. Fitzpatrick's asks, have I ever been to Midwest Fur Fest or Chicago? No, I would love to go. Midwest Fur Fest is one of those cons that I would love to go to, but I can't afford. Also, I'm really intimidated by the really big cons because the biggest con I've been to is probably BLFC back in 2018. That I think was pretty big back then, even back then. So the cons I've been to top out at about 5,000-6,000 people. So the idea of one that's 12,000, 20,000 or more kind of blows my mind, and I'm a little scared.
Hey, twist.
What's that? Screaming scorpions? What's going on, punk?
Give me one good reason why I shouldn't drop you to your doom.
I'm your brother.
I said a good
For those of you who have been here for a while,
were asleep.
I know, but I was having a great dream.
I'm literally getting DMs about about when I got close to the mic and said I'm the big bad wolf.
Snakes, I know.
I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm really good at pretending to be dumb, but I'm not dumb. I'm so sorry.
You're my apprentice. If you make me look bad on my wedding day, I'll feed you to the jackals myself.
Maverick Cat, thank you. Maverick Cat says, sorry I missed most of the live special. I missed a notification on my phone. Congrats on 10K subscribers. Don't worry, the VOD is always here for you.
I hardly wait to see the look on Tango's face when I steal his sweetheart out from under his nose.
You're gonna marry Mazurka?
My brother. You suddenly seem to acquire a brain. Yes, Mazurka. So try to stay awake until the gathering.
Yeah, I have spent too much of my life being in control of everything because I'm the only one who's been fighting for myself and raising myself and getting myself through college and jobs and supporting myself and all that. So all my fantasies really are about losing all that responsibility and being able to just exist under the care and affection and chains of others. Pardon me.
I would speak. I am Tango, a hunter of the tribe. I ask for the paw of Mazurka, flower of the
Yeah,
desert.
TFF is a little far. I went there back in 2015, but not as... Yeah, I did the panel there, but yeah, it's a little far.
I am.
Is this the wish of the tribe? I think not.
Yeah, all those East Coast cons, like Anthrocon, I just can't afford it.
This request is not legal.
What do you mean?
You all know this symbol, the stinger of the scorpion. Those who wear it have hunted and bested 100 scorpions. How many do you have to your credit, Tango?
Only 99, but...
There are no buts about it. You're not eligible, according to our law.
This law you speak of has not been invoked for almost 50 years. It is part of our past, our history.
Has it been changed? Has it been repealed? Isn't the law the law?
Well, yes, but...
Then I claim Mazurka's paw. I am eligible, and I demand a vote. Now!
I hate telling people that I'm a sub because they always seem so disappointed.
But Punk is not the only.
But anytime you want, I will say something into the microphone, nice and close, if it makes you happy.
Eligible to marry.
It is the law.
And when is, or should I say, was the returning hunter's catch counted?
Here we have one of the classic and very influential on me forced marriage plotlines that were so ubiquitous in cartoons of the era.
Tango has until sundown to catch his 100th scorpion.
Now wait a minute.
She does have a point there, as you said yourself, Punk. The law is the law. Is this the wish of the tribe?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, Tarabelle, that like all of media, the way that they they told stories about women was to have women be like the prize in a marriage contest. Sparkpad, no, sorry, I don't think I'd be able to do that because it's like a private model that I paid a lot of money for, specifically to use on VR and on streams. So, how do you like these commercials? Hi, Hayburn Sparklemane, fabulous as ever. Wiggs, I really hope that you do get the affection that you deserve. I don't know you, but it seems like, you know, everyone deserves affection.
The ultimate escape, a time machine. Here in the future, those kids can't make me go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Chocolatey taste. Cocoa Puffs are part of this complete breakfast.
Look at the animation that we used to have.
Cocoa Puffs? Munchie. Want some crunchy Cocoa Puffs? Crunchy. Chocolatey Cocoa Puffs. Yahoo! I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Oh, this is a very bird-heavy commercial break.
Introducing Quackers, little ducks with a lot of flavor. So now,
Oh, check this out.
cheese flavor of a cheddar cheese puff.
This fucked me up. Wait for it. There you go. No, not that one. I like this one.
Of a sour cream and onion
This one right here.
is also in a little duck.
Hey.
New flavor-coated Quackers in sour cream and onion, crispy original and cheddar. A lot of flavor in a little duck.
Oh, TJ, you want to be bullied?
This idea of yours to foil Punk's scheme, it's pure genius.
All I've done is buy a little time. Everything depends on you now.
Don't worry, my love. I won't.
I should, yeah, maybe I should open a Patreon tier at the $10 level where if you come into my streams, I'll bully you on stream. I'll make one bullying comment. No, I mean that's basically getting into like sex work or something. I don't want to do that.
Me? Well, we've had our differences, Tango, but no one can say that I'm not a good sport.
Oh, Zed Profer, thank you. Sending a loose from Norway, also trans rights. Oh, trans rights. Thanks for the donation.
Boy, was Berserker ever smart. Tango gets his stinger, and the tribe gets scorpion souffle.
Oh, shut up. Foiled. And by a mere female.
If only there was a way to make money through being a sub, but there only seems to be ways to make money through being a dom. Which is why I think we should have a dom draft, and everyone should have to serve like 3 years as a dom, and that would solve our crippling supply and demand shortage of doms.
Golden opportunity.
And Lord knows I did my time. I did my time. I did like 3 tours.
The hunting party meets with a sad accident. Tango is killed by a roving jackal. The two
Hayburn, yes, massive incel vibes from that meerkat. And actually, he's also like closeted gay, so you'll see why in a minute.
It's perfect.
But the others, they'll be killed too.
That's right. No witnesses. No more noise now. Let's not disturb Mr. Jackal at his work.
Jackal, take cover!
There's gotta be a better way than hot or not. What about like, yes, hot to me, or no, hot to someone else? Oh yeah, we have some jackal action. How often do you see animated jackals? Chomp. Suki Condor Rocco was like my bread and butter as a kid. I just rewatched it again. It's kind of disgusting how well it holds up. It's just nothing has changed since the 90s. It's just gotten worse.
We deserted our post. We're outcasts now, my pea-brained little brother.
Well, what do you mean we? I tried to warn him.
Do you think anyone will believe that?
I guess not.
Don't blubber. We're not
Zachzilla says, have you heard about the Legends of Treasure Island? Yes, I have. I've seen the whole first season, and I'm using it in the clip show that's going to be at AFC.
Where are we going?
Where do outcasts belong?
So this, it wasn't a show. I believe it was a pilot, or just a TV special. So this is all there is of it.
Now, being a fox, I love poultry. Only the best mind.
Look at this dashing fellow.
Valley have the poultry we like. Any more turkey scallops, Morris? All fresh, never frozen, and no artificial additives. Just succulent, top quality.
10 out of 10 would wait on.
In a delicious golden coating, and ready before you can say, hold on, I'll catch up with you later. Leave it, Morris.
Exactly, TJ.
Turkey scallops, another fresh taste from Sun Valley.
So to juxtapose with that meerkat forced marriage story, look at what they were blasting little girls with back in the 90s.
And her veil.
They should not be thinking about marriage. I'm sorry.
She'd be the most beautiful bride in the world.
But that's Aurelina right there.
Fantasy Barbie doll comes with everything here. Sweet Rose.
If I could ever make furry fan footage like merch, it would be a Aurelina doll with brushable hair.
Il ne faut pas être un fromage. Trop banal. Trop fort. Trop maigre. Suivant. Ça va pas, non? Trop typé. Trop lourd. Pour être un grand nom du fromage et plaire à tout le monde, il faut avoir une sacrée personnalité. La vache qui rit, le fromage à part, c'est vachement bon.
Long time no see, big guy.
Well. And what brings you here?
Well, you see...
Don't tell me. Blues, right? Bow-legged?
If I ever figure out how to get a Aurelina doll made, it might happen. Maybe I'll have to wait. Oh, here's the crush. Here's the heartthrob of this thing. This guy's so hot.
Then you'd better have another reason for being here, and it better.
Okay, and look at the sexual tension between these two. It's kind of insane. Like, I'm convinced he wants the girl because it's a status thing, but yeah. No, I don't really like the idea of a plush because I don't really like the idea of people like cuddling me. But I like the idea. Like, I would never do a body pillow. I don't know. It just makes me uncomfortable.
I suppose I could do with less lean.
Wig, stop! I'm gonna blush.
I get the girl. You get the goodies. What do you say?
I say... The outcast.
I get the girl, you get the goodies. Oh, they're gonna share her. How nice. Yeah, so this is a meerkat biker gang.
We're the desert rockers. We're no fancy talkers. We don't like being lean. We ain't gonna take it. We enjoy being mean. Don't think we just fake it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just that my life in the fandom has been kind of like nothing but people projecting fantasies and expectations onto me since the early days. I joined before I was 18, and that was not a good idea. And so the idea of having like plushies and body pillows and stuff feels like a level of self-exploitation that goes a little bit too far for my comfort level. So, but who knows? Like I'm even too shy to do a t-shirt because I feel like, do we really need one more t-shirt in the world? I don't know. Ooh, look at that big cake. Drew Winslow, thank you so much for the donation. Happy 50K, Aurelia. Love your vids and visiting both your Blue Sky accounts. Thank you. There are 3 Blue Sky accounts. But I'm terribly ashamed of, well, all of them, but one of them in particular, so. Thank you so much. I need to get a little more to drink. Hold on. By the way, I'm doing this with just iced tea, so don't go and get into a binge thing. You don't need to drink to be happy. I'll be right back. Isn't there like a whole genre of guy who loves that like tied up woman with the handkerchief around her mouth? I feel like I always see like hundreds of those pictures on FA.
Fairy tales sold separately from Hasbro. Who can fill the days with fun and laughter? Poochie, that's who. Who always gets what she goes after? Poochie, that's who. Who? Poochie, that's who.
Here are 3 Poochie pals, each sold separately.
Poochie, I love dancing with you. Poochie, I love jogging with you. Let's go. And who makes everything fun? Poochie! Poochie, that's who.
Poochie pals come in different outfits, each doll sold separately. Each outfit has a different
Poochie.
message. Poochie is from Mattel.
They don't make them like Granny Goose anymore.
Oh, Granny Goose.
Granny's got her own way of doing things.
Drew Winslow. Oh. Drew Winslow says 10K I meant. I hope you reach 50K at some point. If I don't reach 50K by the end of the stream, they're gonna put me in puppy jail. So let's pump those numbers up.
The time and care she puts into her chips will all come out in the crunch. Granny Goose takes the time to do it right.
And it's not nostalgia. Older food did taste better because capitalism hadn't shaved all the cost effectiveness off of it yet, and filled it with palm oil and slave labor ingredients.
Gone. Come, lad. We should get back within the safety of the city. No. I'm going after Mazurka.
Are you crazy?
Tango, no meerkat goes into the desert alone. Let us help you. This is not a hunt for food to be shared by all. It is my personal mission. Please try to understand. If I am successful, I alone will gain. If I am not, I alone will perish. Your words are wise. I wish it were not so, but
Yeah, give me
it is
what am I supposed to say? Like it, like. I can no longer separate those two words. Give me a like and subscribe. Hello.
Hey, those are for dessert.
Wait.
My person and golden time here.
Crud, never mind. Sorry, my bad. I thought I missed something.
Hey, those are for dessert.
Yeah, pickled snake eyes. Just like Mom used to make. You had a mom?
Do you think we could get some of that food?
I can't see why not. It was my genius that provided this feast after all.
Put it back.
I don't understand.
I said put it back. We made a deal. You get the girl, we get the goodies. Now buzz off.
In case you've forgotten, I masterminded this whole thing.
In case you've forgotten, you asked for our help.
That's enough. Now listen to me, bub. If we don't get something to eat and get it soon,
Yeah.
a punk is gonna pulverize ya.
Yeah. What?
Great. Let's rock.
Yeah, someone's gonna get pounded.
Sorry, I scared you, my love.
Can you untie me?
Just give me a
Hi,
minute.
Vera.
Could we talk this over? Your mother wears desert boots. Come on.
There. Come on.
I hope they keep on fighting.
Me too. It'll give us time to escape. This way.
It's a simple misunderstanding, that's all.
What are you, a meerkat or a mouse? Come on, fight. I'll make it easy on you. I'll only hit you once.
Oh, Astral Tigress. Shout out from 5 critters in my part of the world, being cozy and watching your stream. That is the sweetest thing I've ever heard.
The little prisoner's getting away.
I would die to be like on a couch with other furries right now. Being in the host chair is a lot sometimes. Thank you so much for the donation. I hope you're enjoying the show.
Tango, they're after us.
Come on. Faster. It's no use. We can't outrun them. Those things they're riding are too fast.
What are we going to do?
I've got an idea. Come on. Give me your wedding cloak. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, now!
Hey, what's going on? What a dirty, low-down, underhanded...
You turn out the line. Where are we? Who's got a mask? Way? No, this way.
Well, my love, let's go home.
Yeah, if this was meant to be a series, that's kind of sad that it didn't get turned into one because it's set in Africa, and it would have been really nice to see African animals getting like roles, because I feel like other than lions and tigers, and we don't see a lot of the lesser known African animals in talking animal media even now. So
We must be vigilant to guard our way of life. Why?
I don't know when or where this aired.
Wish of the tribe.
Yeah, a lot of these old shows have had really good music. 87, good year. Oh, I haven't seen Twende. Thank you for saying that. Sulgul. Alright, now let's go to Japan. I'm sorry, I mean California. You ever just? Yeah, just going to the beach with a big mountain of walnuts, hanging out with my friends. This was probably also Magari office. This definitely was. Magari office. Fumiko Magari, the animator. And here's Tony the Tiger. Yeah, so I have to mute this song because I test uploaded the stream earlier. And I put this together at the last minute, by the way, because I thought I would keep it casual, but so this has to be silent, otherwise it's gonna get the stream's gonna get pulled for copyright. Which is sad because I think the last time I had a stream I was able to show this with the music. The song is great. Here I'll try and da 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 do 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 do, something like that. This is just like my aesthetic. If I could live in this world. This, but there's like a castle on the hill. Yes. Pure Dragon. Thank you, I'll check that out. You guys are gonna see the sheep lady. Uh-oh, wait, hold on. Hopefully this has the subtitles. Oh no, it might not. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. It's because I had to put it through Handbrake because it wasn't going into Adobe Premiere, and I forgot to check to burn in the subs. So let me just go open it and play it. Okay. Problem solved. So, let's see. NGB asks, question, considering Kaiser Beam's Kyoto video is also a furry who reviews classic and obscure anime, do you ever look to them for recommendations? I really respect and enjoy Kaiser Beam's work. I think Kyoto Video is a great series, but I wouldn't say I look to them for recommendations. First of all, because not everything that they cover is furry, and I like to do my own research. I don't actually watch that many YouTube shows. Kawaii, kawaii.
さあ皆さん、おいしいおいしいポップコーンだよ。ちょっと待ってね。はいはい。はいよ。ありがとう。おばあちゃん、私にもください。はいどうぞ。おばあちゃん、どうしたの？しっかりして。マリー、どうした？
Wait, where are my subtitles? No, what's happening? No. Hang on. This happened last time, and I call this diffusing the missile. This is when I'm in the middle of something and like setting something up, like a movie or something, and some electronic problem goes wrong, and I have to fix it on the fly. So it's time for Aurelina to defuse that missile. Okay, yeah, here we go. How about that? Record time.
さあ皆さん、ファームタウン名物のポップコーンはいかがかな？
Good excuse to watch this incredible routine.
さあ皆さん、おいしいおいしいポップコーンだよ。ちょっと待ってね。はいはい。はいよ。ありがとう。おばあちゃん、私にもください。はいどうぞ。 おばあちゃん、どうしたの？しっかりして。マリー、どうした？早くうちの病院。
Not grandma.
過労ですね。
Not おばあちゃん。
過ぎたんじゃありません。
かわいそう。
心配ありませんよ。 どうも。まあ、念のため2、3日安静にしていてください。よかった。
Yeah, this is actually a fan sub, so not only was it not dubbed into English for North America, but it wasn't even subbed either, and it's heartbreaking, because the sub's not complete, it's just the first 9 episodes. This is, like, aesthetically one of the most, like, beautiful and kind of comforting shows. There's a lot of, like, kind of Yume K influences here, Dreamy K, like style influences, color palettes, like just the lavenders and the pinks. Oh, wonderful. And look at this guy. Come on, furries. Stop drawing Undertale fan art for 5 seconds so that you can draw some Palm Town fan art. I'm begging you. Look at her. This is my favorite character in the series. Sue. She's very shy. She has crippling anxiety. Yeah, pay attention to this, because the writing is actually really good in this show. It's very, there's a realness to it. A lot of people, I think, would discount this series because it's so girly, but the stories are like, I mean, quality. You would see these kinds of stories on a you know, a show that people took seriously, except, hey, here they're cute talking animals. And that's fine. Oh yeah, the mom fox, Max West, is... I misspoke. She's my favorite character. I'm not sure if she's in any of the ones that have been subtitled yet, but she's like the hottest thing ever. That fox mom is like the equivalent of the like the Japanese, like, kind of like hot mom, like the Japanese MILF from like the 80s. The like the whole ara ara thing. Ma, all those little like vocal tics. Oh, Sue. It's so hard to be so pretty. Oh, the road, the garden, and that little popcorn cart with that beautiful, like, kind of like soft blue. Oh. Oh, I actually have a cell of the dear teacher, like in metal. I was lucky enough to get some cells. I think they're from Mapletown, not Palmtown, but still. Same universe. Same main character. Nick Sullivan, that's a good question. I will have to see sometime if that show passes YouTube's copyright thing. Because, you know, those of you who don't know, every time I show something, I have to vet it, pre-check it to make sure that YouTube won't pull it down if I talk about it or show it. Like some of you may know, my recent baggy video, that is my most popular video to date, like growth-wise, since posting. Like it has the most hits for the time that it's been up, and it was demonetized early on, so I really just do this for the love of the game. She wants to help, but she can't. She's too shy. Oh, Max West, I would love to watch an Italian dub of this show. That sounds incredible. Viva Italia. Yeah, slice of life. I would just love to walk in here and like have a little parfait at the ice cream parlor, you know, sit on the beach, drink some sparkling water, go shopping for like some little dress that has a hole for my tail. Just cute little furry things. Yeah, getting held hostage, yeah, like that kind of stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna switch over to the other thing to show you the commercials here. Bear with me. Here we go. No, you're not dreaming. Speaking of horses, they're going to Milkland. Okay, now I'll switch back. Perfect, perfect. Remind me not to let you guys hear the ending song, because I'm gonna get the video pulled if I do. Just so you know, the stuff that looks like meat in kitsune udon is not meat. It is aburaage, which is a type of fried tofu. And it's called kitsune udon because kitsune are said to really, really love aburaage. So that's an offering that's made to them sometimes.
今頃チャーリーはうまくやってるかしら。コーンの分量がわからないんじゃないかしらね。
Oh, welcome back, Aaron. I'm sorry. You can always catch the VOD.
あ、これかね。うん、素敵だろ。
それ、おじいちゃんの一番の宝物なのよね。おじいちゃんは昔偉い俳優さんだったのよ。
Oh my god, the colors on that popcorn car.
じゃあその勲章もアカデミック賞か何か。
いや、もっともっと価値のあるものなんじゃ。こっちへ勲章が。やったー。わしの勲章が。やったぜ兄貴。よこせよ。 なんてことだ。あの勲章を取られるなんて。
ごめんなさい、逃がしてしまって。
いや、お前たちのせいじゃないよ。それにあの勲章は他の人には何の値打ちもないものなんだ。ただ、わしとマリーにとっては大切な思い出の宝物なんじゃ。
おじいちゃん、どういうことなの？
あれはまだわしが売れないパントマイムの俳優だった頃のことじゃ。マリーと結婚はしたがお金もなく、それは苦しい生活じゃった。わしは
He's
毎日
reminiscing.
公園に来てはパントマイムの練習をしていたん
Look
だ。
how cute.
チャーリー、頑張って。
He was Charlie Chaplin.
僕にはもうできない。
どうしたの、チャーリー？
劇場の支配人に言われたんだ。お前の芝居はしらけて客が笑わない。今度うまくできなきゃクビだって。僕には才能がないんだよ。どうしたらお客さんが笑ってくれるのか、もう僕にはわからない。
元気を出して。さあ、練習やりましょう。あなたは立派な俳優よ。さあ、もう一度初めからやってみて。
No, I was a little too cool for Arthur. Tsuki Condor.
チャーリー、素晴らしいじゃないか。私は感激したよ。あんたは世界一の喜劇俳優だ。
Also, yeah, by the time it came out, I was a little old for that kind of thing, so. This Fitzpatrick's is episode 5 of Palm Town.
そのポップコーン屋のおばあさんのおかげで、わしは自信を持って劇場へ行った。私のパントマイムは大成功で、アンコールの嵐だった。
Shout out to that puppy girl with the nice hair in the audience.
その時の思い出の勲章だったんだ。あれは。
やったぜ。これで俺たちは大金持ちになれる。
兄貴、嬉しい。でもこれどのくらいの価値があるのかな？
そりゃすごいさ。いいか？まず周りは金だろ。それで中の赤いやつはルビーだな。
ルビー！兄貴、早く宝石店で調べてみようぜ。
よし、行こう。これはやっぱり。お客さん、冗談は困りますね。はい？こんなブリキを持ってきてどういうつもりなんです？
嘘！
Love this guy, this jewelry shop owner.
そう、あの勲章はただのブリキなんじゃ。でもわしにとっては何よりも大切なかけがえのないものなんだよ。おかげでそれ以来わしは有名になって世界各国を回った。
Yeah, go watch Sherlock Hound. You can tell the point where Hayao Miyazaki of Ghibli stops directing because Mrs. Hudson stops doing really cool things, like chopping up airplanes with an axe and stuff. Instead, she just gets kidnapped. Yeah, Sue! Get him, Sue! Yeah, this is after this the show's gonna end, Hypercat Z, so don't worry about it.
まったくなんだってこんなガラクタを大事につけてんだよ。おかげでこっちはもうちくしゃー。捨てないで、それ返して。そう言われると素直に返したくなくなるな。それ。待って、お願い返してよ。やらこったい、ごめんなり。お、ひらめいたぞ。ありが。これを騙して売っちまおう。俺たちも騙されたんだ。すぐに誰か引っかかるぜ。グッドアイディア。そういうわけでね、返さねえよ。返してお願いだから。貸して貸して貸して貸して貸して貸して貸して貸してわーい。返してください。お願い。泥棒返して。逃げろ。はいじゃん。お願い。勲章を返してください。兄貴、また来た。お願い、お願い返して。わあ、どんどん来る。わあ、返して勲章。兄貴。おい、ホスだ。知らないだからわあ。よかった。本当によかった。よかったね、お姉ちゃん。兄貴、これからどうすんの？うるさいな、今考えてんの。嘘だ、何にも考えてないくせに。そうだ、お前踏み台になれ。やだ、早くしろ。兄貴、よくも一回だな、お前。またやったな、お前。おじいちゃん。おじいちゃん。おじいちゃん、これ。
おお、勲章。ありがとうみんな。ありがとう。この勲章があれば。よーし、また明日から頑張るぞ。それじゃあ行ってくるか。いいんだよ。お前が
から無理しなくて。
大丈夫ですよ、もう。お手伝いするわ。さあ、行きましょう。
Oh my gosh, Sue. She's the cutest thing ever. There's a couple more episodes that revolve around her. There's one where she like wants to dance with this guy and she's too shy. There you go. Now you can watch the closing credits without the music because it'll get pulled. Yeah, so this is all I have for today. My partner's going to be home in a half hour, so I thought I would leave it here and just get a little rest after the stream. Look at this art. Oh. Why can't we have things like this anymore? Look at the little gator. Oh. Yeah, so thank you all so much for 10K. 10,000 subscribers is a crazy amount. There she is in a bikini, by the way. I really enjoy having you guys here. Dark Piggy, congrats on hitting 10K. Thank you so much. That's huge. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. I had a lot of fun answering your questions, showing you things. Make sure to check out my Blue Sky, my Patreon, and I will keep posting videos. I am so there we go. I'm still kind of waiting on some really big news. And if that big news comes through, I don't know, it might be hard for me to keep doing videos with the regularity that I do. Because that big news would be a book deal, and if I get a book deal, I'm gonna have to write a lot more books. So I will keep you guys updated on that. But there's been some pretty emphatic interest. So but the industry works really slow, so I'm currently in limbo, and I've been limbo for quite a long time. Drives me a little crazy sometimes, but that's, you know, I'm glad I have these videos as an outlet. So, and I'm glad I have you guys here to watch cute girly anime and enjoy it, watch some commercials, watch some meerkats. Yeah, so the book is a romantic fantasy, romantic gothic fantasy about a biology student imprisoned in a convent who joins a group of all-female monster hunters to escape. But it turns out she's a lesbian and she sympathizes with monsters, so she tries to toe the line and eventually falls into this kind of secret underground society of refugee monsters, refugees from human incursion from the church, and she falls in love with the leader of that secret society, who is a flesh-eating unicorn. And that's the book. Human flesh, I should say. It's kind of like, it's about like what makes a monster, and it's about kind of like being true to yourself and learning you know, like in darkness there's light, and in light there's darkness, and cannibalism is good, actually, is also part of the book. Flesh, flesh. Not French, but flesh. All right. Well, yeah, it's been wonderful, and thank you all for coming, and thank you all for supporting me, and call your senators and all this stuff. You know, try to stay involved in what little ways you can, because we're starting to learn more and more that the whole small voices joining together to make a big voice is not a myth. It's not just a trope that happens in cartoons. It's something that actually works as long as we do it consistently and passionately. So you know, call Visa, call MasterCard, ask them about the bans, call your senators about all the censorship bills, urge those with power to do something. And I will see you here once I hit 20K, and we'll do more. But I hope to plan a Halloween and or a Christmas stream too, so that would be fun. Yeah, stay safe, everyone. Himiko's right here, sleeping in the bed next to me, and she says to love your fellow creature. Stay safe, everyone. Good night. Thank you so much. Ta-ta. See you next time.